Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola. Hola, hola. Buenos días. Good morning. Vamos a hablar inglés y español. We're going to talk English and Spanish. Quiero que todos se imaginen algo. Imagínense un mundo donde tienes que trabajar dos trabajos para mantener tus gastos. Un mundo donde no nos alcanza el dinero para nada. Pero tenemos una alternativa. Pero para eso tenemos que educarnos. Educación es la llave de todo lo que nosotros estamos haciendo. Imagine we lived in the world where you have to work 2 jobs just to stay afloat. Imagine you can't buy anything, you can't afford anything because everything's too expensive. That's the actual world we're living at now. But there's an alternative. But in order for us to understand that alternative, education is key. And I'm honored to be here with you guys. Es un honor de estar con ustedes. I'm Wally. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Bitcoin Podcast El Salvador. And I'm a volunteer at Mi Primer Bitcoin. Soy un voluntario en Mi Primer Bitcoin. Y quiero presentarles una persona que está educando todo El Salvador. Una persona que yo lo admiro por todo el trabajo que está haciendo. Y nada, les dejo con PupusasG. Bienvenido.
Okay, this is not going to be a normal speech that you are used to go. Sorry. This is more to have fun and to learn about something. Today you will learn, to be honest. And you will learn something that's really cool on Bitcoin. And my heart is beating, but it's not because I'm nervous, because of the fighter. So I don't have breath right now yet. I'm old. Okay, you're about to go back to school with us. Who's us? I'm about to talk about No Nation. But to talk about No Nation, I need to tell you what No Nation is, of course. But first, from where it comes. And this is Bitcoin Technical and Financial Education in public schools in El Salvador. To go to public schools in El Salvador to teach financial topics, even if it's hard, it's also worrying because kids are not attempt to have money or make money, but they are just spending money. So how do you go to explain kids, look, the money you're using is broken. They don't care. They just need to see that each candy costs $1. They buy the candy and that's it. Make no sense, right? So, let's start with since the beginning. From the beginning is the Cubo Bitcoin. No Nation is an initiative starting in 2023. This was Roxy that had that amazing idea about come to El Salvador because it's Bitcoin legal tender here. And he said, okay, I want to go to El Salvador, educate kids. I made a hackathon. And that was really cool because it was the night previous to the lecture, flying to El Salvador, being a French guy. She's from France, she's a French. Why any Salvadorian wrong with this idea before? Why we need someone out of country to do this? So thank you so much, Roxy, for doing this for kids in El Salvador, our future. Problem with that, Roxy is really a really busy man, so he needs help, and I'm his help here in El Salvador. So we are doing No Nation, and the 2025 is coming. It means, I can tell you now, because we're gonna go first to know how we do this in public schools right now. So let's go and rush because we have games later. Bitcoin games and activities, that's the way we teach kids because, and this is for the history, kids deserve fun while learning Bitcoin. There is no other way. What they learn? Probably to start this, I will say that I'm a Cubo Plus student graduated. It means I had several experts, Bitcoin experts, teaching me a year ago. I have experts really near to me to explain me everything on Bitcoin. For example, Cypherpunk Manifesto, kids learn that with me, but not learning. Actually, we have a game about the server, the Eclipse attack on the servers. This is like, if you want to send a message to someone, that message isn't in your phone. It's also in the phone of people that you are sending it, but it's still in any server. It means someone else's computer. So the manifesto on Cypherpunk said, privacy is really important in a society. So, and then Spanish. También aprenden comandos básicos de Linux, los cuales les ayudan a poder correr simuladores de cold card, por ejemplo. Then we have elective course that I teach how to actually the formula works, the equation, and what I can say is thank you so much for Adam Gibson to be so patient, to learn me, to teach me how to do that, because I do it in the schools with kids, the way he learned me. And I know a kind of analogy, the elliptic course is just an egg. If you crash the egg in the floor, you can take it back as an egg. That's the way you can just one direction in maths. That's it. Also, they understand the public key cryptography, signing and verifying messages. I don't teach that. I let them create the pair keys, and they sign a message to a partner, to a mate, and then the mate can verify that that guy was who signed that message and wrote it. That's good because even if it's in a server, you can see that the message wasn't not changed for the server or someone like an intermediary. So they also learn UTXOs and transactions and blocks and block headers. Block headers are important because they will learn Bitcoin mining. And if you know Bitcoin mining, block headers is the deal. And finally, security hash algorithm 256 bits is also in the curriculum. But that doesn't stop there. To be honest, Coldcard is one of the most fun games for kids in a technical way. We bring hardware, they can play with it. We bring software so they can play with it. They can run their own Coldcard. For what? Well, that's simple. They create a temporary seed with entropy, and we play entropy like that. You know, thermodynamics says that entropy is a disorder or expansion or distribution. So what I say, I have a ball. I threw the ball to one kid. He gave me a number from 1 to 6, like a dice. And that kid drove the ball to another one. So in the case, I can see which kid is in which order. And they decide by randomly the number from 1 to 6. That's how I teach entropy to kids. Then we have to export that seed to a Sparrow wallet. In the Sparrow wallet, we create the first transaction by themselves. They can create a transaction using testnet on the Sparrow wallet. And that's the technical part about kids on Bitcoin. But we go more than that. We flash in NerdMiners. And this is really cool because they understand what is mining, evolution at the beginning, the mining concepts. And then they are in a group of 5 people to flash NerdMiners. NerdMiner is a hardware that we use this device, an ASP32 that you can see there. It's open source, the software. You can flash it in the device, and you can take it home to mine Bitcoin. There are still kids with this at home, mining Bitcoin. Then one of our aims or our scope in the project is to bring Bitcoin mining devices to school. So each school we went have a mining, so they are mining Bitcoin to secure the network. Probably they won't earn a reward on the block, but anyway, they are keeping safe our money. They learn about concepts. It's the second lecture about bit mining concepts. They learn why mining decentralization matters, and that's why Bitaxes is so important. And they flash the firmware, and they run the Bitaxes. And this is really cool, because I'm not only stopped there, I go forward to create a Bitcoin and Lightning network infrastructure in local network. It means I use Bitcoin core rectest using Polar, this one. So they create LND nodes on Polar and the Bitcoin rectest node. And then we connect it to the software that those guys made, GetAlbi, and also LND SUS wallet. For what? For fun. Because they can understand that at the end of the day, you can run your own node, Bitcoin core, LND up in the top, and then bring that wallet all around the world without a need to actually depend to someone. That's really cool. That you must do. And then I create this game about ropes and loops to teach for the second time Lightning Network to kids. But kids, to be honest, learn Lightning Network in 3 different ways with us. The first one is an analogy as an airport thanks to Darkcoin website. I converted to the El Salvadorian way to explain it. And then they want to Polar with a GetAlbi, SUS, LNBits. And then we have this. Kids already know channel creation, liquidity, routes, invoices, everything. Liquidity, like inbound liquidity, outbound liquidity, total capacity. And then we have this really cool software made by D++. It's a really cool Bitcoin educator. She's awesome. And she made this mining simulator. Since now, because you can see a kid here, I will ask you, make me a favor, do me a favor. Focus since now in the presentation, in the smiles, please. Because it's not a technical topic they can learn, but the way they are doing it, it's having fun. So focus in the smiles. They know GitHub thanks to this, and they know the open source, so we can bring Bitcoin as an open source now. And you have a mining simulator, and they earn rewards as you're gonna do today. So another scope of No Nation is to install Bitcoin nodes. We install the plug-and-play SR9 server to install Bitcoin Core, LND. We use that with SUS and for an LND address. And the next year, 2025, we will play in with LNBits and BTC Pay server, which is really cool because we want to create a game as a store. And they will like a supermarket paying with Bitcoin only. As you do in Super, that's Super. Otherwise, I said Marks now. Okay, what's cool about No Nation? Inspires kids. It's about let them know they can do whatever they want. And if you teach kids to do whatever they want, that's the outcome. That kid in the front with a big smile in his face is our leader in the first Bitcoin club in Bitcoin country in Usulután. And we're now part of Bitcoin Students Network. How cool is that for you? This is amazing. The good that I didn't need to be there. They asked me to join the Bitcoin club. They started after No Nation, without me, by themselves. They were inspired and motivated. That's really cool, and I love it. So, do you think you know now how fun looks like? You don't. So get ready. Get ready because I am about to show you how fun looks like. ¿Audio tengo audio? We're gonna move because we have technical topics here, and because I want you to hear the music. It's not important because you can hear laughing and stuff for kids, but it's in the environment, you know. Smiles. Keep the eyes on the smiles. Know what they're doing. Smiles. They deserve it. Your applause is for them. Amazing. Thank you so much. Probably one of them are looking at us now because I told them before this morning. I shared this video with them because also for them was a surprise. And I have heard in the Telegram group for the donation. It's amazing. Okay. That was done. Now it's your turn. Bitcoin education. What's next? It's Bitcoin test time. It means you will be in a competition with all of you to reward t-shirts from me. That t-shirt, I made a design. Yeah, I'm a designer too. I'm not an artist, I'm a designer. And I'm making shirts for kids. I do it with my own money to bring more fun to public schools, to teach Bitcoin, because I think this is the way. There's no other way. Kids don't want books. Kids don't want to read all the time. It's not, it makes no sense. So, en español, este símbolo que tienen acá se llama sigma. Estos son el número de veces que esa función va a correr. Tenemos 32 más el 0. Y este i es una variable, que es un ciclo inicial con el cual comienza a correr la función que tienen a la par, que son 210.000 bloques en cada uno de los ciclos de Bitcoin, y la recompensa inicial son 50 Bitcoin por cada uno de los primeros 210.000 bloques. Y luego tienen esto dividido entre 2, porque por eso se llama halving, es una división entre 2 cada 210.000 bloques, elevado el ciclo, a la variable del ciclo. Creo que quedó claro. Ok. Este es el verdadero. Are you ready for a tricky question to earn a t-shirt? So can you please just put your hands up to see that you can do it? Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Cool. So that's the way to answer. I will just point you if you have your hands raised up. Okay? Cool. Because anyway, in the life we need rules. That's the only rule. Sorry. If you learn that, what's wrong with this one? Okay, go ahead, man. Sorry? Okay, the number of blocks are wrong. Can you applause that guy, please? Cool. It means you learned. Amazing. Okay, again. This is the real one. Okay? Can you see how I wrote Bitcoin test in the corner, please? Okay. There's something wrong in this one too. For another shirt, what's wrong in this one? Okay, the I is missing as a power to power. Amazing. Can you applause this guy, please? Amazing. That's how kids deserve to learn, even you as an adult. Amazing. So, this is tricky. Are you ready? What's wrong with this one? Take that next block. Raise your hand, please. When you get it wrong, raise your hand, please. Raise your hand. Anybody? There is an answer. Always there is an answer. Come on. It's in your mind right now. You know it. Shirt. Come on, come on. It's coming back home with me. Are you sure? Okay. Are you sure? 5, 4, 3. Okay. No. No. Nobody? Okay. Exactly. That's correct. You know why? When you can realize that there is nothing wrong in something that you just learn, you're learning. And you're learning by playing. That's how no nation does this all the time. In public schools in El Salvador, Bitcoin country. This is really cool, right? So what's next for us? We are now under the umbrella of Plan B Network. Plan B Network is an amazing project all around the world that is orange peeling people from the beginning to the high tech level And that's really cool because we now need to scale. Because we want to scale to bring all this education in all the El Salvador. And more than that, like we have now publishing the same curriculum, 2025 curriculum of us in 4 languages. Español, English, French, it's okay? And Portuguese. If you want, you can scan that and you can download right now the curriculum 2025. It's open source for you. It's free to use it. Use it, please. And make those kids learn by playing. Because kids deserve fun while learning Bitcoin. So, the curriculum 2025 is now 5 languages, the same 7 blocks, how to Bitcoin works. And we install Bitcoin nodes in the schools, and we go to install also hardware mining, but we're gonna do it more fun than you see now. And that's everything for me. Thank you so much. If you want applause, please do it for the kids because they are the rock stars. Someone pay me for do this. Thank you.
Gracias, PupusasG. Él es un ejemplo de cómo la educación va a cambiar un país completo.